Hello, welcome back to Flow with Ali. My name is Ali and I'm a yoga instructor. I teach in studio, but it's my mission here on YouTube to bring free, quick yoga classes to everyone who is curious about yoga, whether you are experienced or if it's your first time. Today, we have a practice designed to just give you that energy boost, that boost of creativity. There are some advanced and challenging modifications, but I'll also make this accessible for all levels. Let's get started for a quick warm-up in child's pose. Spread your knees out wide, draw your big toes together to touch, sink your hips over your heels, rest your forehead down on the floor, on the mat. Reach your arms out long and really feel that sense that your torso is draped down, relaxed. Feeling the weight of your hips over your heels, relaxing your forehead, your third eye space into the floor. We'll take 2 deep breaths to get centered before we start our movement. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose, nice and slow. Starting to calm body and mind. Second inhale through the nose, fill up. Exhale, slowly release the air out. On an inhale, rise up to hands and knees, shoulders over wrists, hips directly over your knees. 1 cycle of cat-cow. Inhale, lower your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, press through your hands, round your spine, let your head dangle, cat pose. Inhale, cow, but start to shift forward, rolling our cat-cow. Exhale, cat, round your spine, sink your hips back. Inhale, cow, scoop your belly, lift your chin. Exhale, round back. Inhale, scoop forward. Exhale, round back. Taking your breath, your movement, nice rolling cat-cow, starting to get some movement in the body. You can switch directions of the roll. Just really take this intuitive, wild, letting your body go, feeling that warming sensation in your spine. Starting to ripple like a wave. Maybe you crackle. Should feel good, should feel freeing. Then come back to tabletop, take some more movement. Maybe it's wagging the hips side to side, hip to shoulder. And maybe it's just a couple big circles of the torso. Whatever you need to shake out that excess energy, to break through that rut, that creativity, that block that you want to come out of. Okay, come back to tabletop. Inhale, extend your left leg out long behind you, and then spin onto the back heel, and then peel your left arm open straight up to the sky. So we're finding a modified side plank shape. Stay right here. Anytime we're in side plank in class, this is your option. This is your home base. Another option is to inhale, lift your extended toes. So in this case, your left toes up and then your left arm forward. So you're in one long line, activating the core here. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, bend your left foot, reach your left arm back, capture the foot in your hand. Kick your foot into your hand, pull your hand on your foot. Breathe here, open your chest, open your hips. Inhale, stretch long, 3 taps, elbow to knee. Exhale, tap, inhale, stretch. Exhale, tap, inhale, stretch. Exhale, tap, inhale, stretch, and reset tabletop. Send your hips back for a breathe child pose, 1 breath. Inhale, back through tabletop. Exhale, send your right toes back behind you. Spin your right heel down onto the mat. Open up, supported side plank. Right fingers reach up to the ceiling. Knife edge of the right foot presses down on the mat to start. If you feel ready and steady, inhale your right toes, your entire right leg up off the mat. And then your right arm can reach over your ear, reaching to the front of your space. Inhale, reach and stretch. Exhale, bend at the knee, reach your right arm back to capture foot in hand. If you have it, kick into your hand, feel that opening across your chest. maybe into your hips a bit, actively kicking and pulling, knowing that supported side plank is a beautiful option as well. Take another breath wherever you are, stretch out long, 3 taps elbow to knee. Inhale, reach, exhale, tap. Inhale, reach, exhale, tap. Inhale, reach, exhale, tap. Inhale, extend, and return to tabletop. On an inhale, shift forward, modified plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly, hugging your elbows into your body. Let your chin tap the floor. Rest your body down on the mat. Hands under shoulders. On an inhale, peel your chin, your shoulders, your chest up off the mat. Using your back strength here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap your chin. Once more, inhale, peel your chin, your chest up off the mat. Using your back strength and then press into your hands, start to work into a high cobra pose. Lift your chin, big sip of air, inhale, reach up, exhale, lower down. On your next inhale, slide your hands forward so that the entire forearm is resting on the mat and you're up on your elbows for Sphinx pose. So inhale, lift up tall, press into your hands, your elbows may float up off the mat here. On an exhale, shift onto the right side of your hip, press into your left hand so your hips are stacked on top of one another and so your legs, your feet all the way down. Good, come back through center, other side, rocking side to side, getting a different kind of warm up through the spine, your breath. So inhale back through center, exhale, press and roll your hips up. Inhale back in center, exhale, roll up. Once more, inhale, center, exhale, twist. Inhale, center, exhale, drop down to your belly, slide your hands back under your shoulders. Inhale, cobra, exhale, come to tabletop. Take a deep breath in, tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment, just shake your head, let your head be heavy. Maybe you wag your hips side to side. First downward facing dog of class. Take an inhale, shift up onto your heels, then exhale, drop your heels down toward the mat. Press through your hands so you have a nice long spine, at the same time drive your heels down. Deep breath in. Exhale, deep bend in your knees, send your hips over your heels. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, right away bend your knees, chest rests on thighs. Inhale, shift forward. And a little faster, building heat. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, through down dog, deep bend in the knees. Inhale, shift forward, your pace. Exhale, press back. Inhale, forward. 4, 3. Inhale, 4, 2. And for 1, come back to downward facing dog. This time we're going to take a big breath in. Exhale, sink your hips back. And then step your right foot forward and through between your hands, coming into our low lunge shape. Deep breath in, reach your chest forward. Exhale, sink low. Take another inhale, plant your hand down on the inside of your right foot and lift your right arm up to the sky. If this is too much, drop your left knee down on the mat for a little more support, but for more heat in your legs, you can always be back up on your leg. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, bring your right hand down to grab your big toe. We're gonna move all the way into a side plank. You can drop your back knee and slide up into modified side plank. If you're with me grabbing your big toe, take a big breath in. On the breath out, roll onto the outside of your back foot and hold your right toes up in the air, lift up, side plank. Big breath in. Your variation of side plank or supported side plank, your leg can be lifted. Maybe you take tree legs, or maybe you're in a traditional side plank or modified. Your option for a breath in and a breath out. Bend at the knee, stamp your top leg behind your supported leg and find wild thing. If you're in modified, Your left knee is down on the mat, rolling your chest open up to the sky. If you're extended, lift up, open your chest, lift your hips. Big heart opener, breathe here. Deep breath in. On the breath out, come back through side plank or modified. And then take your right foot back to your hand. Easy twisting lunge where we started. Big breath in and a breath out. Plant your lifted hand. Step back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more inhale. On an exhale, bend at the knees. Inhale, send your left foot forward. Exhale, stamp your right hand into the mat. Peel open your left arm will lift. Easy twisting lunge. Same option, your back knee can be down on the mat or it can remain lifted. Big breath in. On the breath out, your left hand will reach down for your left big toe. Option here to drop the back knee and come into modify side plank. If you'd like to challenge yourself going straight up into side plank, go with me now. Roll onto the knife edge of the back foot, get really steady here. And in one big motion, sweep your left leg up, press into your right hand. Side plank or supported side plank. Take a breath in. So maybe your leg is suspended in the air. Maybe you have tree legs. Explore your options here. Deep breath in. On the breath out, bend at the knee. Inhale. Exhale, stamp the top leg behind your supported leg. Inhale, open your chest and lift your hips, wild thing. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Modified wild thing, your bottom knee will be down on the mat. You're opening your hips and chest. Wherever you are, take another inhale. And an exhale, come back to plank. And then rest in downward facing dog or child's pose. Reset for a moment. And we'll add on from there. Everyone meet in downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend in the knees, send your hips back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, shift forward, send your right leg forward. Lift your right arm up, deep breath in. Exhale, grab your right big toe with your peace fingers. Come onto the knife edge of your back foot. Find your version of side plank, modified, or side plank with variations. Take a big breath in. Exhale, stamp your top foot behind your supporting leg. Deep breath in to lift up. And on the breath out, lift up, draw your right arm up, your hips up. Lift your chest, your hips. Find that freedom, that open chest. Really tapping into the expression, tapping into that feeling of expressing yourself, your creativity. Deep breath in. And an exhale, drop your hips down, drop your arm. Inhale, drive your hips back up, find wild thing once again. And then come back through side plank or supported side plank. And stamp your top leg in front of your supported leg this time, coming into horizon lunge. So maybe your back knee is on the mat and you are supporting yourself here. If it is lifted, keep your right arm lifted. On an exhale, drop your hips and your arm to the horizon behind you. Inhale, sweep up. One more time, exhale, drop your hips and arm. Inhale, sweep up and over and find plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time on the left, big breath in. Exhale, sweep your hips back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Reach your left arm up, peel your chest open, expressive with every movement in this practice today. Grab your big toe or come down to supported. Big breath in. On the breath out, open up your version of side plank, your modification, play around, express yourself in this shape. This class is all about freedom and expression. I'm gonna do the modified version for you now. Inhale, lift your top leg. Exhale, stamp it behind your supported leg. Inhale, lift up. Open your hips and chest to the sky. Reach your hand to the front of your space. Exhale, drop your hips down, coming into Wild Thing once again. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift your hips, open your chest. Expressing yourself, finding that sense of inspiration. Deep breath in. Come back to side plank or supported side plank. Deep breath in, lift your top leg. Exhale, stamp your top foot in front of your supporting leg. Deep breath in for length. Exhale, drop your hips down. Send your arm to the horizon behind you. Inhale, press your hips up, reach your arm forward. And drop down. One more time. Lift up. And exhale, find plank to downward facing dog. Big full breath in. Exhale, release your breath. One more breath in. Exhale, deep bend in the knees, chest to thighs. Inhale, shift forward. This time take your right knee to your nose. And then drop your knee down to the mat. Swivel so your hips are facing the long direction on your mat. You extend your left leg long to the side and take your right foot, glue it to the inner thigh of your left leg. Inhale, open your arms. Exhale, take your left hand to your left leg, sweep your right arm up and over, getting a nice side stretch. Deep breath in. Exhale, stretch. Maybe you can reach for your foot while staying open in the chest. Good. Inhale, come up, place your right hand behind your right hip. Inhale, sweep your left arm up and reach up to the sky, Stargazer pose, opening your chest and your hips up once again. Freedom and expression here. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink your hips back down. Turn your hands to face front. Adjust your thighs. So you're gonna roll onto your hips, setting up for pigeon pose. So once your right hip is down on your mat, inhale, lift up. Exhale, ripple down, so send your chest forward. Walk your hands out and fold. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Freeing that tension, any stress you're holding in your hip. Breath in, breath out. Next breath in, walk your hands in under your shoulders. Press your torso up. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips back. Downward facing dog, big inhale. Exhale, bend at the knees, chest over thighs. Inhale, shift your chest forward towards plank, knee to nose. Drop your left knee down to the mat and sit down on your left side. Your right leg is extended long this time. Inhale, reach your arms out long to either side. Exhale, right arm slides down your right leg. Left arm reaches up and over. Keep your chest open as you reach for your foot. Deep breath in. Full breath out. One more breath in. And breath out. Inhale, left arm leads as you rise back up. Left hand comes to the outside of your hip. Right arm reaches up. Pick your hips up. Send your hand up and back. Open your hips, open your chest. Take a big, big breath in. Bring in some new energy, some new inspiration. On your breath out, drop your hips down. Shift towards your left leg. Come into pigeon pose once again. So your hips are facing the top of your mat. Your hands are in front of your front leg. Left hip is making contact with the earth. Bring your left heel in slightly if you want to go a little easier on your hips if you hold a lot of tension there. Inhale, press the floor away, lift your chest. Exhale, start to walk your tented fingers forward as you roll down. Chin and head are the last to arrive down. Sleeping pigeon, rest your forearms on the mat. Maybe rest your forehead down too. Slowing down the breath. Just noticing where you are mentally and physically. Just noticing is the first step to creativity, changing your perspective. Inhale, press yourself up. Tuck your toes, come back through downward facing dog. Take a breath in, exhale, find that supercharged down dog shape. And then take a hop, bring your feet to your hands, and then come to a seated position. Lay down on your back. We'll close out with waterfall pose. Just send your legs up to the sky, hands to your belly, or maybe one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Just take a couple breaths here, just to meditate, to let everything settle, shaking up our energy. Sometimes it takes moving the body to change our perspective. Stay in the shape as long as you have. Thank you so much for sharing your energy and your time today. I truly hope you enjoyed this practice. If you did, please subscribe, like this video, and come back for the next one.